Good morning. It's the weekend. It's the perfect time to hire it done. A little chilly this morning, I might say. My name's Adam Helfman. I'm your host. Expert in the house. Home improvement's my game. Hire it done's my name. Uh-oh. Don't want to become a rapper this morning. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Today, every Saturday, we're going to teach you how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. That's right. This isn't a do-it-yourself show. You understand me, my friends? This is a do-it-for-me show. Now, let's make it very clear. I'm not anti-do-it-yourself. I'm pro-do-it-for-me, which means I want you to have the best contractors do work for you. Now, you don't have to get contractors from Hire It Done. You can go anywhere. But the key is finding ones that you trust. Finding ones that aren't going to rip you off. Ones that aren't going to overcharge you. Finding ones, like I always say, that are solution-minded. What do I mean by solution-minded? Ones that when a problem comes up, they help you solve it. Instead of placing the blame, solve the problem. It doesn't sound like rocket science, but you'd be surprised at some of the lame contractors that they don't understand. They short circuit, and they just don't know how to handle it. So for me and for everyone out there, I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to hire it done. And the key is making sure that you get the right place. You go to the right contractor. You find who you need to go to. And the other thing is, sometimes you go to suppliers. Sometimes you'll go to a showroom. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, call this guy, call that guy. How do you know they know? Is it because this guy gives them a lot of business? Is there a benefit there? You got to be careful, my friends. You got to understand how to find the right contractors and how to do it right. So that's what this show's about. We're always here to help. The website has a huge trove, we'll call it a treasure trove of information on home improvement. And you can always get a hold of me to help you. That's what Hire It Done's all about, helping you find the right contractors so you don't get burned. And today's show, we got quite a bit lined up here. Coming up at 7:30, we've got Ben Karmann from Infusion Kitchen and Bath. He's the showroom manager. And we're going to be talking about trends in kitchen and bath, plumbing, things like that. I'm excited because there's some really cool stuff out there. Later on, we got Jeff Stiefel from Night Owl Express Carpet Cleaning. We're going to be talking about what's the best time of year to clean your carpets. We've got a blockbuster carpet cleaning deal that we're going to announce. Like legit, like you can't get it any cheaper than this. And these guys are rock stars. So I had them clean my stuff and it was good. So we're going to talk about, does it make sense if you're going to rent a big carpet cleaner from like the big box stores, or you have a professional truck mounted unit? Is there a difference? We're going to find out. Also, like if you have a flood in your house, do you call a carpet cleaning company? Yeah, we're going to figure that out too. But also, here's the thing. We're going to give you what every homeowner needs to know before you kick on your furnace for the first time. This season, which is a lot coming up, we're going to probably have a cold winter, I think. But let's go into this week's mailbag question. Remember, if you ever have a question for me, just email me, adam@hireitdone.com. If we like your question and it seems radio worthy, we'll use it on the air. And here's one from last week. Hey, Adam, our family has a cottage up in Houghton Lake that has sprung a pretty bad roof leak. It's looking like we'd be best off just replacing the roof, but it's already October. Between finding the time to get up there, getting a couple of bids, and figuring out who else in the family can help pay for the roof, I'm going to be pushing it kind of close to winter. So how late in the season can you actually install a roof? Is there a minimum temperature shingles can be installed, or can you do it in the wintertime? You know what? That's a really good question. And, I kind of struggle with that question sometimes. Can you do a roof in the winter? My answer is yes. However, you can't do a roof in 10-degree weather. You can't do a roof in 0-degree weather. You can't do a roof when the wind chills are a certain temperature. You've got to do the roof in a temperature where, forget about the guys, because they can do it. We don't want them in 0-degree, 20-degree, 30-degree, but roofers know how to bundle up. It's the shingle. Shingles are made out of asphalt. And in the asphalt is petroleum. Petroleum is oil. And when it's cold out, it kind of brittle. When it's warmer, it's flexible and pliable. So you got to have it so that the shingles can stick. Now, typically when heat rises, it goes into the attic. The attic's usually 20 degrees hotter than the outside temperature. So think about how your roof, that heat in the attic is migrating into the roof and it's warming it up. Is that enough for the shingles to adhere? Or do you need a sunny day? Do you need a day where the sun is beating on the roof? Even though it's 20 degrees out, that heat from the sun can make a difference. So that's where the answer to this question is, it depends. And that's why you got to make sure that the roofer who's installing your roof will agree with you and say, yes, we'll put it in, and don't worry if there's an issue or any kind of crumbling or cracking or anything on the shingles, we'll replace them. Have them put it in writing. But my answer as a professional is, yes, you can do roofing in the wintertime, and you just have to watch the temperatures. You can't be too low. And, of course, my roofers, I have one or two that I know that says, listen, we don't want to do a roof in the middle of January. Okay, I get it. But if it's 30 degrees in January and the house has heat on and it's 40 degrees on the roof, let me tell you something. I ain't got a problem with that. That's right, Houston. None of us have a problem. Anyways, coming up next, I'm going to tell you the 5 things every homeowner needs to do before they turn on the furnace this fall. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. It's the weekend. What a great time to hire it done. Good morning, everyone. My name's Adam Helfman. I'm your host. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network, and we are live. 97 The Ticket. Today and every Saturday, we're going to be talking about these critical topics about your home. You see, this is the home improvement radio show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the 4 corners of your lot. It is not it is not a do-it-yourself show, excuse me. But I'm not anti-do-it-yourself. Remember, I'm pro-do-it-for-me. I'm the guy who wants you to find a contractor that is good, that doesn't rip you off, that doesn't overcharge you. We want hassle-free home improvement. That's how we do it here at Hire It Done. Hassle-free home improvement. So that's where we want it to be fun. We want you to enjoy yourself and get good information. So get a piece of paper, get a pen, get your smartphone app notes going, and pretend you're at a coffee shop, sitting right next to me, how would I say, having coffee, enjoying the conversation. In fact, I'm inviting you to join my conversation because I have a really, really good home improvement show today. And we have a lot going on. We have 2 hours of great advice. So let's get right into what we've got on our show today. I got 7:30 this morning. I got Michael Staskoff from the Michigan HBA, the Home Builders Association. And he's going to be talking about the Novi Home Show that's coming up, the upcoming show, home show. You know, we got to go there. We'll be joined by Jeff Schloining from Ever Dry Basement Waterproofing. And in fact, if you got a wet, musty basement, trust me, you want to get this information. It probably could be the best information you could get. A lot of waterproofing companies out there, but we always talk to the benchmarks, and we want you to know that they're one of the best, and we're going to explain to you why. So if you think you're an expert, you think you know what you're talking about, bring it. Text me 97136 if you have a home improvement question this morning. I'm going to be giving you great kinds of flooring advice, finished basements, what flooring for finished basements. And right now, we're going to go right into this week's mailbag question. That's right. Dear Adam, you mentioned in your fall checklist that it's time to get a furnace tune-up. In shopping around, I noticed that prices different from HVAC companies all over the place. What should a furnace tune-up actually cost? And what should it include? And how do I make sure I'm getting what I paid for? Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. It was a little chilly this morning. I don't know about you, but if you woke up, gone outside, you might get a little bit chilly out there. Anyways, you might be turning on your furnace for the first time. And we always want to give you advice on what to do for that. So in this segment of Going Green, we want you to understand this is what you got to do. It's that time again, right? Nights are getting a little colder. The days are getting a little shorter. Maybe you stopped opening the windows at night. Maybe you broke out the winter quilts. The fact of the matter is, it's only a matter of time before you have to turn on your home's furnace for the first time this year. Are you that person that turned it on today, or are you going to wait? A lot of people wait till like as far into the season as they can, right? But how do you know it's safe? Like if you got a furnace tune-up, let me just tell you, if you didn't get a furnace tune-up this year, you need to call now. Plenty of time to do it. Our furnace tune-up companies, Air Temp, Mechanical, and Running Right, they're doing furnace tune-ups for Hire It Done listeners for $99. Think about that. A full furnace tune-up on your house for $99. You can't beat that. No one else out there is giving another. And these guys are as good as anybody you see advertising. So trust me when I tell you, they'll be doing it at my house. They should go to your house. I wouldn't bring them in there if they weren't great. But anyways, if you're going to do it for the first time and you haven't had a tune-up, this is what you should do today, okay? Get a furnace inspection, right? Like I said to you, call our guys. It's a 13-point inspection. You know, it covers your safe operation of your entire heating and cooling system. And, of course, it's a good deal. So you just go to hireitdone.com. That's the first thing I tell everyone to do, like we've been saying. But it's one step. It's only a furnace inspection is only one step that will ensure your furnace is safe to operate. However, after the furnace inspection, you now have responsibilities as a homeowner before you turn your furnace on. Here's one of them. Change your air filter. I know it sounds simple, but you know how many people don't do it? Oh, I procrastinate. I'm going to do it. I will do it. Maybe I'll do it. Get it done. Jeez, oh, Pete. If they come to your house and do a tune-up and they offer to change it, get it done, okay? Here's the thing. If the filter's not the correct size and the correct thickness, or if it's plugged, a plugged furnace filter will take the efficiency of your furnace. Let's say, oh, I got one of those 90% efficient furnaces. Well, if you have a plugged filter, guess what? That 90% efficient furnace is now 50% efficient. That's right. It takes the efficiency down by as much as half. What's the point? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. What is the point? Change your air filter. Please do that. Here's another one. Test your thermostat. A lot of times people don't realize the thermostat in their house isn't working properly. It might have a battery backup it needs replacing. Who knows? If it's programmable, make sure the correct program set. Is the time correct? From time, daylight savings time, a lot of people don't change the clock. Make sure it all works. And we'll do a whole segment on setting back your thermostat, turning the dial back. That alone saves you a ton of money. Here's another one that people don't do. How about testing your carbon monoxide detectors? You should have your carbon monoxide detectors on each level of your home. So if you have a ranch, you should have one. You should have, one on each side of the house. And look, it helps. It saves lives. If your furnace is old and it's got a cracked heat exchanger, you just don't know if you're getting carbon monoxide pushed out in the house. The blower motor is going to blow it all over the place. Here's a simple one. Check for air leaks. Yes, air leaks. Okay? The best time of the year to check your home for air leaks and patch any that you find. What's an air leak? through a faucet or a silcock that comes out of the house, where the hoses connect. If you have a high efficiency furnace, the white PVC exhaust pipes, if those are opening, those are huge amounts of air that get out of your house. If you have a door that doesn't shut properly, when you look at the door where it shuts and you see light through it, you got a big problem. Anyways, you need to get that going. So those are the things you need to do for your house. And it's not hard to do. Trust me when I tell you. Calling up a furnace company and getting a furnace tune-up is not hard. It's pretty easy, actually. They'll come out. They'll do everything. And the best part about it is then it gives you peace of mind. Because, listen, anything in your house that has moving parts is bound to break. It's bound to, decay over time. A furnace has a blower motor. That's a moving part. There's lots of, there's gas valves. If you have a variable gas valve furnace, the blower motor, there's a lot that can go wrong. So the key for you, the homeowner, is to understand that preventative maintenance is the best thing you can do. Plus, if you want to save money, it saves you money. Now, what happens if the furnace inspector or the technician comes to your house and says, hey, you got a leak, a gas leak? What are you going to do? That's a big, big question you got to answer for yourself. Because at that point, you either repair it, which could be expensive, or get a new furnace. Now, here's the question. When do I know if I need a new one or should I repair it? How do where are we at? Well, if your furnace is over 10 or 12 years old, it's probably better to replace it. Now, the new furnaces, 96% efficient. I've seen one as high as 98. Can you imagine how efficient that is? That's crazy. But you know what? A lot of electronic components, lots of items there that you need to be wary of. So the key to a good new furnace is the installation and the warranty that comes with it. Now, running right heating, cooling, air temp, these guys, they stand behind other stuff all the time. Very well. And that's not a big deal. So you got to make sure the warranties are. Some of them say, all right, we'll give you a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Ask the contractor, what's his parts and labor warranty? If he just says a year, say, hey, can you give me 3 years? Now, a lot of them are going to try and sell you a maintenance plan where they come and give you priority service, they give you a discount, and they'll tune up your furnace and your air conditioner. Is that worth it? $400 a year? Let me just say this, 100% worth it. That's the best investment you can ever make on a furnace, is to get the maintenance plan. And a good company is going to stand behind anything that goes wrong. Even the manufacturer, if it's Trane, Bryant, Lennox, Comfort Maker, a lot of furnace companies out there, the manufacturers. But again, if you have the top of the line Lennox furnace, okay, top of the line, or top of the line Comfort Maker, or any brand, Trane, Bryant, whatever. If you have a contractor putting it in, and he puts it in wrong, what good is it, right? That's what I tell people. Like the windows. If you have a beautiful Marvin window, or from Clarkston window, right? Pella, Anderson. Let's see, at the top of the line, the architectural, pull, blah, blah, blah series. If it's installed wrong, it's ruined. You can fix it, but what's the point? That's why I'm telling you, my friends, the contractor is more important than the product. Because a good contractor is going to say to you, all right, here's the deal. This is the product I recommend because it goes in better and it's solid. I don't like this product because the flange is wrong or this or that. So my point, go with what the contractor recommends. Or if you have a question, always ask me. That's what I'm here for. All right, we're going to talk trends in plumbing. Super excited right now. Coming up next, Ben Karmann, Infusion Kitchen and Bath out of Wixom. We're going to talk trends. I like it. Just keep it locked in. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Higher Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Higher Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We got our furnace checklist that we were talking about. We're going to finish that up. It was from the mailbag question. And if you have a question this morning, you can always text me 97136 or you can email me, adam@hireitdone.com. So here's the thing. It's the furnace checklist. The Hire It Done contractors have to do this minimum 13-point furnace checklist. They may add to it. But we've negotiated, for everyone out there, $99 furnace tune-up. And legit, okay? Everyone, just so you know, legit. It's the real deal. So go to hireitdone.com if you want a $99 furnace tune. So we had inspected and test and calibrate your safety mechanisms, lubricate your motors and bearings, measure amperage and voltage of your blower, measure and record temperatures and system performance, check and adjust the fan switch, pilot, and pilot assembly. Now remember, if any of these don't work or aren't working properly, the efficiency of your furnace goes really down drastically. Now remember, your furnace has working parts. Every time it's on, it's using energy. It's costing you money. So the way you want to think about this is you want it to cost you as least amount of money as possible. It's like a car, you got to do this the right way. So inspect and clean your burners as needed. Inspect heat exchanger for deterioration and cracks. Now that's a big one. And that's a lot of where scams come in. If your heat exchanger is cracked, oh my God, it's cracked. I have to condemn the furnace. You need a new one. Oh, but by the way, I've got a new furnace in the truck a mile away. We'll have a new one, 7,500, sign here. What? Are you kidding me? Not a chance. Watch out for that. And by the way, there's a lot of contractors out there who do that. So I want you to know, be careful. Be careful, my friends. Our contractors don't do that. Inspect the heat exchanger. We got that. Measure and record carbon monoxide levels. High levels of carbon monoxide can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. You always feel tired in your home? Get a carbon monoxide detector. Trust me when I tell you. But don't put it next to your furnace. Put it upstairs. Because when the furnace blows air through your house, it's going to blow that carbon monoxide there. Don't put it down by the furnace. Remember that. That's dangerous. You got to make sure that you have that. Testing ensures proper emission levels and can help identify the heat exchanger cracks not detectable through inspection alone. Inspect your gas line and flue pipe for possible leaks. That's a big one, folks. This ensures proper exhaustion of toxic gases and fumes. The last thing you need is to poison yourself. Oy vey! Test and calibrate your thermostat. Yes, if the thermostat says 72, but it's 74 in the house, what is that? Get it properly tested. And by the way, get a new digital thermostat. How about this one? Check and replace your air filter. Please let me know. When I say that, a clogged filter reduces airflow. It can cause a breakdown. It also can result in dirt and other filter residue cycling back into your home. A plugged air filter will definitely Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Thanks for tuning in to the Hire It Done Radio Network. So one of the top home improvements, always in the top 3, is kitchen and bath. And of course, one of the major components in a kitchen and bath is plumbing. So we love to keep our finger on the pulse of plumbing trends. As you all know, I love toilets. I'm that guy who does social networking on the toilet. Don't forget you do too. Everyone does now, right? How exciting. Facebook on a Toto. Facebook on Kohler. Snapchat. I want to Snapchat this. Not happening. Anyways. But what we like to do is keep you, the homeowner, if you're thinking of remodeling, you're thinking of upgrading your home, keep you in front of the trends of what's going on in plumbing industry. Excuse me. And of course, listen, you want a new water heater, you want a tankless water heater, you want to install one new toilet or faucet. We've got, plumbers at HireItDone.com, Shelby Mechanical, for example, Ron Alexander and his whole crew. Shout out to them. They're like all-stars. They're that good. But the key is, where does a homeowner go to find a new faucet? A pull-out sprayer. They watch HGTV in a 20-minute show, 30-minute show. They see this whole bathroom get remodeled for $1,500. And I'm like, phooey. That's a bunch of fuzzy math is the way I call it. So let's just talk plumbing trends right now. And let's get our expert on the air, who is the manager of the Infusion showroom in Wixom from Infusion Kitchen and Bath, owned by Aetna. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Ben Karmann, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, Ben, did I mess up your title? What is it?
Well, I am a regional showroom manager, so I'm not just the manager of the Wixom branch, but we've got 6 locations. I happen to handle a couple of them.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Hire Done Show.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your showroom. When someone comes to Wixom, what are they going to see?
Well, you're going to see a little bit of everything, really. I think about the only thing that we don't have is tile. We want to be a one-stop shop as much as possible because it's a really confusing process. There's just so much, and the average person who comes in, they get shell shock, they get sticker shock, they kind of had an idea as to what they were getting into, but that fuzzy math that you mentioned, that comes up too often, and people just don't understand. So my team is really more there to guide through that process, give the educated answers, give the realistic expectation while making sure that people are informed enough to know that there's a lot of the parts and hidden costs that they didn't anticipate past just the physical shower feature that they see and turn the knob on.
Right.
There's a lot of things behind that too.
That's funny you say that, but that's the truth. Mm-hmm. So somebody comes to the Infusion showroom. They're listening right now. They're thinking of remodeling. They want to do a new kitchen. They want a new bathroom. You guys are open today.
We are. Yep.
You open at 9?
At 9.
9 o'clock till what, about 3?
Today is 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday's 9 to 3.
Yep.
You're located in Wixom on
Beck Road. Yeah.
Beck Road in Wixom. So just take 96, get off at Beck, and you're right there.
It's pretty much a straight shot. You go past the train tracks you've gone to.
And you're right there.
Yeah.
Right on the left. So anyways, but you're part of the Aetna family, the big Aetna distribution company that has Kohler and all the big names.
That's right.
And then you guys have the showroom in that one. So for me, I've been there. We've had events there. We're very familiar with it. If anyone's thinking of, looking at plumbing, I check them out. Because you have a really big Kohler display.
Oh yeah, we're a
Kohler's
tier 1.
a big company.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk kitchen. Let's talk kitchens for right now. Sure. Kitchen sinks, not faucets, but sinks right now. You see stainless steel sinks, and you see a square one. One's 1,200 and one's 200. What's the difference?
Well, there's a lot of different gauges of stainless steel that go into it, and that can play a part. You'll also have different factors involved, like you might not have a single piece of stainless steel that's stamped into that sink. You might have several that are welded together. Yeah, so there's, and that can present its...
Is that cheaper when it's welded?
Sometimes it can be cheaper. There's pros and cons to all, of course, but these are all definitely things that add or detract from the pricing. And then, of course, you've got your fire clays and your granites. There's a lot of different animals to the kitchen sink now, so it's not just stainless.
Okay, and that makes sense. So that's why the price varies. But when you say different gauges, when it's the lower the number is, the thicker the steel.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah. So is there a standard, like the average kitchen sink is 18 gauge, 22 gauge, 23 gauge? Is there a number?
I'm sure there is, and this is where I won't give out the right information or the wrong information on that. The stainless steel is not my forte.
But it's you have all that.
Yeah, we have all of it, and whereas I am the manager within the showroom, my salespeople are the experts on that.
Because for me, I would think a stainless steel sink, and I have one in my house. I like a square one. I like when the water hits, it's not sounds like a drum.
Right.
I want it to be silent.
Yeah, nice insulation.
Right. And so for me, that's more important than knowing the gauge and all that. But we get people who ask that. I want this type of stainless steel, and I saw one at, the big box store for $99. I'm like, dude, that's tinfoil.
You get what you pay for.
You do. You literally do. So That's important, and that's why I figured. So but there's also different kinds of sinks besides stainless steel.
Absolutely.
There's other materials now that you guys have.
Absolutely.
What remember I used to be like, oh, Corian sinks, but now what do you have?
You like I said, there's fire clay, there's the granites, there are sinks now that give you a lot of different color options. That
Correct.
are going to be antibacterial, or they'll be extremely scratch resistant.
So there's such a good selection. If you're thinking of remodeling your house,
Absolutely.
this is where you got to start.
Absolutely, and we have them on display.
Now, if someone comes, do they have to make an appointment?
It's really recommended. You don't have to. We're going to help you no matter what. If you walk in that door, you're good. We might be crazy busy, and I don't want anybody to feel like they can't be helped.
Every time I go to your showroom, there's always customers in it.
Yeah.
It's never super busy. It's never empty though.
Yeah.
That's what I like. So your team, Michelle, and I'm
Trish and
Emma. Yeah. Say hi to them, by the way. They all are super knowledgeable.
Oh my gosh!
Do you do a lot of educational classes? How do they know so much?
We do. They're rock stars. That's really what it comes down to. They know more than I do. This is one of those rare gems where I don't have to be there most of the time because they just run the show. They know everything. But we're all about continuing education. So our employees, the contractors that we work with, the pros, the builders, the designers, we're always working in a circle for the education to make sure that we know what the newest trends are, we know what the newest technologies are, just that we're in the know.
Yeah. Well, recently I was at your showroom. You and I were talking, and you had this kitchen. Like you had this brochure that you said we're looking at this new line.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got it yet, but it had.
Not yet.
You're working on it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm working on it.
Are we allowed to talk about that, or you just give it a little tease?
I'll give it a little tease. This is a sink that is not a sink. This is a sink that is an appliance system.
Right.
And we very, very much want to see this come on board because it's touched the Michigan market before, but
It wasn't promoted well.
It wasn't promoted well, and it is an absolute life changer.
So just I don't cook.
Okay.
I eat out every meal.
Okay.
Although I have an Instapot.
I won't fault you.
I got a beautiful kitchen.
Yeah, I got the Instapot as well.
And when I saw that, I'm like, this wants me to make. I want to cook with it. So, describe visually for everyone on the air who's listening right now. Start at it's a wall of cabinets, or it's a wall, or just a base.
It's the sink unit itself, which you want to spec it in early. This is a sink that is going to be 2, 3, up to 7 cabinets long. So it's up to a 7.
It goes against the wall, and you can build it. You can get it wider.
Right.
And it has its own built-in countertop.
You can fabricate just about any countertop to put.
Okay.
But what's built into it is its level system. So you have various tiers where you can have modules for cutting boards and colanders and drain racks and serving platters and bake pans and whatever it may be, so that you could legitimately chop a salad, just swipe that salad into a colander that is on the next tier down, rinse it out in the sink, toss it into the bowl that's the next tier over, stir it up with some dressing, and then present it and serve.
Chop it, toss it, and then everyone's got salad.
It's an incredible system. We don't have it yet again. I'm not going to get into names for it, but I think the descriptions people are going to know.
I saw it, and I'm just like, my eyes popped out of my head. I'm like, this is something I would spend. It's not cheap, obviously. I don't know the pricing, but I know it's not going to be inexpensive. But if you're a gourmet person, you want a kitchen or something like that, this is it, man.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Yeah.
And I would expect a company like Infusion to have something like that. Because the stuff you have is you have plumbing for every budget. That's the other thing I really like about it. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about bathroom faucets, kitchen faucets, the ultimate shower head. Is there one? And then my favorite toilet.
Sounds good.
I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. Good morning. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We have great home improvement advice all morning, as you know. In studio with me right now is Michael Stoskopf, CEO of the Michigan HBA. Good morning.
Well, hi. The only correction I'd make there, I'm the CEO of the HBA of Southeastern Michigan. I don't want Bob Filka to think I'm coming for his job.
Well, you can tell Bob I apologize.
All right.
But you're CEO to me. How's that?
There you go.
Anyways, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of the HBA. You know why? Because Hired Done presents professionalism. And you gotta have credentials. You gotta be a continually educating yourself type of contractor. And that's what you guys do.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, the word you use, professional, professionalism is really at the heart of what the HBA is. Yeah,
and I appreciate you saying that. Michael, how long have you been at the HBA?
Actually, 11 and a half years now.
Whoa. I remember when you started.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny. I was born and raised in that place. Like, you know, we have generations of my family, and you know that the whole building industry. But what a great evolution. HBA stands for Home Builders Association.
That's correct.
And that includes remodeling.
It does.
Home improvement.
Home improvement, yep. So we've got new home builders, we've got remodelers, trade subcontractors, and then everybody wants to work with them. So bankers, lawyers, title companies, et cetera.
Yeah, and that's the best part about it.
Yep.
Well, thanks for coming on the show this morning. So we, again, Hired Done likes to promote professionalism. We like to promote cutting edge stuff, and I think the HBA in Southeast Michigan promotes that as well. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree. Every 3 years, just as one example, the state of Michigan requires builders, meaning builders and remodelers. If you have a builder's license, you have to go through continuing competency education every 3 years. Every 3 years is how you renew your license. That renewal is coming up at the end of May 2020. And in order for builders to make sure that they don't commit a felonious act of lying on their application to the state, they have to commit that they've received 3 hours of continuing competency education. So
smart.
That's what we put on for them as well. That's one example of that professionalism.
And that's done a good job of that. And of course, all the Hired Done contractors are members of the HBA, so it's a good thing. Home improvement's a big part of the business. Right now the home building business, it's on its way back. It's still growing. We've had a good year this year, right?
Yeah, we've had a good year, but in relative terms, it's slower than the last couple years. It started out slow because of weather, both cold in the wintertime and then a lot of rain in the springtime.
We did, yeah.
People from putting in the ground, and then interest rates, mortgage lending rates had gone up. That now has started to come back down, and so here in the state and across the country, really sort of starting with August just now, we're seeing a little bit of an uptick. So hopefully
that's a good thing, an uptick. It's funny you say about the rain. Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We've got Ben Karmann, regional showroom manager from Infusion Kitchen and Bath. They have a really kick-butt showroom in Wixom.
Thank you.
Located on Beck Road. Just take 96 to Beck. Go north on Beck? Is it north?
It'd be north, yeah.
Yeah, go north on Beck Road, and it's right there by the railroad tracks. You can't miss it. So we were talking about, faucets, kitchen remodeling. So you guys have a huge Kohler selection. Kohler's like, American made. Mm-hmm. They're out of Wisconsin.
Yep.
Everyone knows the name. So it's always a good thing. But one of the new popular things for kitchens is cool faucets.
Absolutely.
Now, if you have a kitchen sink and you don't have a pull-out sprayer, you're living in the 80s. Right?
Agreed, yeah. Get with the times.
Well, 80s with disco era.
Well, yeah.
Black and gold. Guess what's back from the 80s?
Black and gold.
Right. So black faucets were trending for the last couple of years, but you get multicolored, multi-metal faucets, which people are always talking about. It's like the white shaker, now gray, white, gray, grayish, But not for faucets. Black and gold is a big popular one, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
So you brought one here today. I think Roberto can get it on the camera. Yeah, he's got it. So
Okay.
If you want to see a really cool black and gold faucet, just go to Facebook and go to Hire It Done on Facebook. We have a live stream right now. You can watch the show. You can watch us interview Ben. Him and I share the same barber. And we have on screen a black and gold faucet. Do you know what brand that is? I don't can't see.
That is Brizo.
Brizo.
Yeah.
Brizo. Brizo's good stuff.
Brizo's great.
Yeah. So, and then that's a pull-out sprayer too.
That is.
It's got and that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, you can use that as like a centerpiece or a focal point of your kitchen.
Truly, yeah.
Now, one of the things I like about Infusion, and this is where people need to know, you can go there, buy your faucet, but at the same time, they'll help you pick out matching hardware. Because, with the black gold faucet, you might as well have a gold pull or a gold knob or a black knob. It then ties it all together. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And so, So the key here is you can get the faucets, you can get some hardware, you can get some lighting too, even a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what I like about that is you can get a lot of stuff done, a lot of selections done when it comes to your kitchen or bathroom out, or when you're building a new home. Now, here's the other thing I notice. A lot of builders will tell their homeowners, all right, we're going to do your kitchen and bath. We're going to supply you the cabinets. You go buy the faucet. You go buy, the sink and all that. And we'll give you an allowance, and you just go get where you want. Because a lot of times, with the internet, I call it information overload. It can be very overwhelming and create a lot of anxiety for
absolutely.
homeowners. So getting it done properly and picking the right stuff, sometimes it's better to have the homeowner do it. So a builder will say to the homeowner, go to Infusion Kitchen and Bath. Here's my discount.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, people from who listen to Hire It Done get a discount? Of course.
I'm sure something can be arranged if you're not already.
Yeah. Well, we had a coupon from last year. I'll have to remind you of that.
I know about it. Well, I think we're still going to be doing that. So no worries.
Good. Well, I just want to make sure if someone says I'm from Hire It Done, I want them to feel good.
Yeah.
Will you at least honor something, give them a discount?
Oh, definitely.
All right. So if you want to go to Infusion today, tell me from Hire It Done, Ben Karmann is going to give you a discount to be determined.
Absolutely.
Which I appreciate.
Yep.
Anyways, you won't regret it. You'll be thanking me, by the way. And by the way, the people I do send there, like we have both. We have homeowners who listen and go there, and we also have contractors who are part of Hire It Done who go up that way. So it's always good. But my point is if the builder says to the homeowner, here's your plumbing allowance, $400 for a faucet, $1,200 for the 3 toilets, whatever. At least when they come to Infusion, they can say, okay, here's my allowances. Can you help me fall within the budget?
Yeah, and we can.
That's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. And since we carry basically all ends of the spectrum, but at the same time, it's important to remember that a lot of times that builder is giving you the basic lowest box store pricing.
Correct.
So you might find that you've got to flip a little difference in that.
Well, we do a segment on the show every quarter called The 4 Dirty Words of Home Improvement. And it's a popular topic of our podcast as well. And the 4 dirty words of home improvement are, we might as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come to your showroom and they have a $200 allowance for a toilet, and then they see a heated seat, Kohler Numi, and they're like, oh, we might as well get that,
Mm-hmm.
And so they're upselling everything, up buying everything.
It'll get you in trouble.
Yeah. So, but you see it all the time.
Oh, definitely.
And that's one of the caveats I give homeowners. Like, listen, if you're going to go remodel a bathroom and you're going to, how should I say, put a budget together, keep in your mind, in the back of your head, 10%. Because if you're going to spend $15,000, make sure you have an extra $1,500 laying around just for contingencies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big time problem. But anyways, the point I'm making is we want to make sure that you go there and get the right people, because that's the thing. Your sales staff will help the homeowner filter through that. There are so many choices. It makes no sense.
It's all about getting that right person. And that's one of the reasons why I'm very proud to be a part of this group. I'm still relatively new with Infusion and with that and these teams. And one of the big things that I came over for was the fact that we're not pushy. You're not walking into this place and we're going to make sure that you leave the lot with a brand new used car. We're making sure that we are sticking as close to reason within your budget. We're making sure that you get the elements that you want. And so my ultimate advice to anybody coming into that showroom, as well as any showroom, is first and foremost, pick out the things that you want the most.
Correct.
And then after that, when the price is way too much, because if you pick out everything that you want, it's going to be.
Yeah, it's reality.
It is, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. We pick out the things that you want first,
Right.
and then we whittle it back down.
And that's smart. And here's a good thing. Homeowner says, well, I saw this toilet for $189 at a big box store. Why is it $279 here? And you can say, well, wait a minute. That may look like the same toilet, but no, it's not. Are there toilets that have different guts or inside parts and stuff?
There absolutely are. And I ran into this exact same thing. Before I was in the plumbing end of this, I bought a Kohler Highline from one of the box stores. And I wound up getting another from a boutique later down the road. But I had issues. And I kept trying to get parts, and I discovered that I had to keep going back to the box store to get the parts, as opposed to the boutique where I bought the second toilet.
So you knew there was a difference.
It was dawning on me that there might be a difference between the two, and it never dawned on me to open them both up and look at the same time until I talked to our rep in the area about it, and I was assured, oh yeah, they're a little bit different, because there's price engineering involved, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But you get a company that says, hey, I want to sell one of your toilets, and I want to keep it in the $300 price range, and I want it to look like this. Can we make something like that happen? And you'll get a company like Kohler or like anyone else that'll say, yeah, we can make that happen.
Well, listen,
and then they'll have that toilet.
It's quantity. If
It's
a big box store says we have 1,200 stores, and each store is going to carry 50, so 1,200 times 50 is 6,000 of them.
Absolutely.
We're going to have 6,000 at all times. I'm a manufacturer. I'm thinking, you're right?
Yep, absolutely.
And then you're like, okay, we'll make a special run for you. But then the big box store comes back to you and says, but we're only going to pay you X.
Yeah.
Then you're like, ew.
So let's go with all plastic.
We're going to put our name on this. That's a risk. So there's got to be a balance. So that's why it makes sense for me to send people not to the big box store. I'm not anti-big box.
No,
I'm pro boutique. I'm pro Michigan Aetna. Right?
Exactly.
You guys are Michigan owned.
Yes, we are.
Locations all over the state.
Absolutely.
So you got that house up in Charlevoix, Petoskey,
Right.
Bay Harbor.
Yeah. Manistee.
Yeah. There you go.
I got a shout out to Manistee.
Right? They're all listening today. So, Ben, that's a good thing. And I appreciate that. So, what about Comfort Height toilets? That's the new trend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Comfort Height is what, 2 inches taller?
Just that little bit, and for a 6'2" person like myself, it can be fantastic. My wife is vertically challenged, and she's not as big of a fan, but it's still a very comfortable sit, regardless.
Right. You don't sell the squatty potty, do you?
We do not.
I want that.
I do too. I'm not going to lie.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a great product. So
Yes,
anyways, so if anyone wants to come see your showroom, go to Beck Road in Wixom. You're open today 9 to 3.
Correct.
The website is infusionshowrooms.com.
That's correct.
Definitely tell them you heard on Higher Done, you'll get a discount.
Most definitely.
We love that. So we'd like to have you back on again if you could.
Love to.
If anything comes up with trends or whatever, you let me know.
Yeah, most certainly.
Shout out to the whole crew over there at Infusion. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Coming up in the next hour, 3 rooms for $89 to clean your carpets. Is that true? Can you do that? And get a better discount? I'm going to show you when we come back. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Higher It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Higher It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Higher It Done Radio Network. We have the CEO of the HBA of Southeastern Michigan, Michael Stoskoff, in studio. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So, Michael, at the break, we were talking about the home improvement industry nationwide is over $460 billion. America's addicted to home improvement. HGTV is one of the top networks for cable. They love these shows. It's driven the business.
It has. I mean, and when you look at it over the history of time here in the United States, existing homes outnumber new home builds 12-1. So
It makes sense.
Yeah, and you have homes, and you need to either live in them, and you want to enjoy them, you want to save money, like we were talking about with energy efficiency, whatever it might be. So that home improvement really is part of that, and that's where the home show comes in.
Yeah, and so the Novi Home Show is in Metro Detroit. It's October 11th through the 13th.
Right.
So it's in a couple weeks. The fall show's a big show.
Yep.
And, if you're thinking of remodeling your house, folks, even if it's for next spring, get a head start on it. Go to the Novi Home Show October 11th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
And kick the tires. Start getting ideas. Start meeting vendors. But, look, you watch HGTV, and I'm not going to name any specific shows or any of the home improvement shows, but in 28 minutes, 30-minute show, they remodel a bathroom for $1,500. What is that? Not reality.
Not reality, because that reality actually probably took a month to accomplish.
Right. In fact, we have a segment of the show called What's It Really Cost, right? And the reason why we do that is to tell people, look, you can't remodel a bathroom like that. You can't flip a house the way they do it. That's for you to be like, ooh, why, this and that, right? The reality is, if you're going to do home improvement, if you're going to renovate a house, flip a house, buy a house, or whatever, you got to hire a professional. And the best place to start with the ideas being planted is at the home show.
Really. And so starting on Friday, October 11th at 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then Saturday 10 to 8, Sunday 10 to 5. It's really a time to come out with your ideas, whether it's on the back of a napkin or whether you've got design plans put together. But now you can at least create a warm call environment where you get to look these folks in the face, shake their hands, see their displays, see some of the pictures of work that they've done, so that then when you follow up the week after and start having them come out to look at your job, it's a more friendly environment. But it is a great point that you just made. If you're thinking about doing something, it's probably going to be next spring before it can get started.
If you're hiring the right contractors.
Well, if you're hiring the right contractors, because they're busy and they've got work going on. So, a lot of our members are booking work for next year already this year. So that's how
it is funny. It's a good point. And you know what? I try and keep my finger on the pulse of what our contractors are doing. And we have for roofing, if you call my roofers today, they can get your roof started in 2-3 weeks. If you need your basement remodeled, if you call them this week, they'll come out, they'll start the design process. It's 4 to 6 to 10 to 12 weeks where they get started. And that's pushing it into the fall or into the winter / next year, which makes sense. So the proper planning is important. Did you know, here's a statistic that it boggles my mind, Michael. Most people spend more time planning a Disney vacation, which is a 4-day, 1-week vacation, than they do a big home improvement project.
But it costs them just as much money to go to Disney.
Today it is. Yeah, are you kidding me? Just to show up, it's $100. Parking, this, that, and the other. Boom, 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 boom. So it's not inexpensive. But home improvement done properly can be inexpensive if you're smart. If you meet the right contractor, and that's what the best part about the Novi Home Show is. The really good contractors are there. You get to ask questions. You get to look face to face and say, yeah, this is the kind of guy I want to invite into my home to help me give me a good price. But the other part
Major League
of
Baseball Divisional Series playoffs, Yankees routing the Twins 10-4 in the Bronx in the opener of that series. And the other one, Justin Verlander goes 7 innings, holding them to 1 hit the Rays and striking out 8. Houston dumps Tampa 6-2. National League Bowl Series tied at a game apiece. Washington beating Los Angeles 4-2. Atlanta 3, St. Louis nothing. Michigan football today right here on 97-1. The ticket beginning at 12 noon. Michigan a 3-point favorite over Iowa. Both teams are ranked. Meanwhile tonight, number 25 Michigan State hopes to ruin another season for number 4 Ohio State. They'll kick that off at 7:30 down at the Horseshoe, where Mark D'Antonio has won 3 of his last 6 visits.
I like that.
That can do that.
That's a good point. Hire it done is the opposite of do it yourself, right?
Exactly.
It's DIY and then it's do it for me. So the brand in the do it for me category is hire it done, which is me. I wouldn't exist if people could all do it themselves.
Right.
So Jill's she's onto a great thing. Maybe I'll go because I'm going to be at the home show. I'm going to probably maybe sit in hear what she has to say because I'm always wanting to learn as well.
Right, exactly. So, and then on our seminar stage, not only that, but a big theme
Mark D'Antonio led Spartans are 4-1 and 2-0 in the Big Ten. They beat the Buckeyes in both 2013 and 2015, and they stopped the Buckeyes' apparent march to a national title. Ohio State.
But this year,
inaugural,
it's
rookie head coach Ryan Day.
Royal Oak Farmers Market in downtown Royal Oak. It's open to the public. I can't remember the price of the ticket. It's a fundraiser to raise scholarship funds for students who are in interior design and architecture. But you can come out and see 40 professional and student displays. College students are participating as well. Little 8x10 vignettes. You get to vote. We've got food. We got drink. We got a band this year. We'll have 300 to 400 people there, hopefully 500 if the folks on your show say, hey, I want to go to Royal Oak. It's a lot of fun, 6 to 9 p.m. on October 1st.
HBAdesignchallenge.com.
.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where more information is. So that's good. And that makes sense. And I highly recommend people go out and peruse that and take it. The Royal Oak Farmers Market, it's a great place.
Great place.
Yeah. I enjoy going over there.
Yeah. No,
so that's cool. Totally cool.
That's cool. So, and that's part of what the HBA is and the home show. It's really trying to bring folks, the largest investment most of us will ever make is in our home.
Correct.
For you, it's in your cars and all your other airplanes and G5 and everything. But for most of us, it's just in our home. And taking care of that investment is very important as well.
It's my shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a shoe guy.
You're a shoe guy.
Right.
I'll call you Melda from now on.
Melda Marcos. Yeah. I envy her, right? I don't think she's around anymore.
I don't think so.
Older people know who she is.
Right.
It's all good, though. So we have tickets to give away to the home show?
We do. We got 10 4-packs. That's a 4-pack is a $40 value.
Okay, so we have so call up right now, 248-539-9797. Get free 4-pack of tickets. First 10 people. 248-539-9797. Thank you. Michael, so October 11th through the 13th, Novi Home Show. If you're thinking of remodeling, if you just want to get out of the house, go to the show.
We'll go to the show, and in our fall show, and we started this partnership 5-6 years ago, the Michigan Manufactured Housing Association is going to have 6 display models on hand, too, of manufactured houses. That's part of the whole housing spectrum.
Yeah, I like that.
And we've also got a kids' play area in the center there. Oakland County Moms is sponsoring that area, and it'll be a great play area so you can walk around the houses. Kids got something to do. And then the exhibitors, of course, that we have with our home show, great time. And again, the seminar stage. So novihomeshow.com for more information on the show. Tickets are $10 for adults, 13 and up, $9 for seniors. It doesn't include parking, but there's a lot of coupons. Go to our social media, et cetera. You get $2 off.
Michael, it's always good to It's the weekend. Perfect time to hire it done. Good morning, everyone. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done radio network. You going to turn your furnace on today?
I turned mine on last night.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you get the furnace tuned up, though. A plugged filter will take the percentage of your efficiency down by half.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
Wow.
So if you're thinking of remodeling, if remodeling is in your future, you want to fix up your house, whether it's a roof, siding, windows, kitchen, bath, flooring, granite, anything like that. The first thing you need to do is plan your trip to the home show. And we have Elizabeth Weiss in studio this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. You're from the Home Builders Association.
I am.
And you are like part of the home show.
Right. So I'm director of sales and special events for the home shows, and I work with Brian Stars, who's vice president of our consumer and trade shows.
And so last week we had Michael Stoskoff on, and we were talking about the home show. And
right.
we're here this week to give more insight into the home show because we had a lot of big response. And by the way, for everyone listening, we have home show tickets to give away. So when I give the number out, we have 10 4-packs. So if you want to bring your family, this is a good savings and a great little gift to give away. But, you know, we had a good response last week, so I want to continue it up because the home show's next week. Elizabeth, what are the dates?
So it's the 11th through the 13th, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday 2 to 8, Saturday 10 to 8, Sunday 10 to 5 at Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. So easy to get to, and I'm glad you mentioned family because we have a really big kid zone this year. It's sponsored by Kids Gotta Play. It's got jump jumps, and we've got Oakland County Moms is coming on Saturday. There's going to be activities. There's going to be pumpkins for all the kids to take home.
Perfect.
Lots of stuff going on. Big family show.
Yeah, and that's the whole part. You know, a lot of times people are like, hey, I want to go to the home show, but I drag the kids along. What do we do? Well, now, don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it.
Nope, don't sweat it.
And it's at the, what's the name of the place? The
Suburban Collection Showplace, right.
I used to call it the Rock Financial. I used to call it the Novi Expo, Suburban Showplace.
Right, Suburban Collection Showplace.
And that's off 96. Get off at, what, Wixom or Beck Road?
You can get off at Beck or you can get off at Novi.
Okay, it's right, Novi.
Yep, it's right in between.
Get there early because traffic is always a nightmare. But this year it's been they've pretty much got it easier.
Yeah, I mean, the construction, there's really no construction around there, so it should be an easy in and out.
Works. That's good. So let's talk about some of the exhibitors that are going to be there. If I'm thinking about getting a kitchen, you have an unlimited amount of choices, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, we've got new vendors. We've got legacy vendors if you're looking for kitchens and baths and windows. And we even have what I love. I think my favorite vendor this year is a new business, small business. Just one gentleman called me up. He's got this great, he's called Attic Jack.
Oh, wow. What's that?
Well, you know how we blow insulation into our ceiling, into our attics right now, right? So he's got this cone thing that sits on top of the insulation so you can put plywood and actually use it for storage. Because once you blow it, you can't because you'll step. So so I've got high hopes for him. This is the first time he's been in a home show, so
I love it.
The
Attic
small
Jack.
vendor.
Well, I'm going to be there, so I'm definitely going to meet the guy.
You're going to be in the same row as him.
Oh wow! And for everyone out there, Hire It Done will have a booth there this year.
Yep.
You can meet me. We're sharing a booth with the Better Business Bureau.
You're in booth 132.
Booth 132. So if you want to attack me, put a hit on me, I'll be there. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you're thinking of home improvement, you're thinking of fixing up your house, like just, simple things, siding. It's so difficult to find a good siding company. Roofing. We always say get 3 or 4 bids.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way you got to do it. So how do you get it? If you go to the home show, you get to at least meet the company that you might think about having come to your home, but meet them first on the grounds that it's neutral.
Right, absolutely. And you bring your projects with you, and you can walk around and just talk to them and see, who resonates with you.
Big time.
What displays are you attracted to, and then you get to have those conversations beforehand before you have them come to your house. And
I'll give an example. Like one of our contractors, EverDry. Great waterproofing company. Sure. They're at all the home shows. Yeah. And you get to ask all those questions because a lot of people are like, ooh, I don't want to bring someone into my basement. Let me go there and meet the guy first.
Right.
You know? And then, or gutter protection.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. You want gutter guards? There are 19 different versions of gutter guards. You can now go and interview these people and say, why is yours better than this one?
Right. And then you can also ask them, do you have a show discount? Do you have a show special?
Ooh,
are you doing a giveaway? Right?
Oh, I love it.
And we list on our website the companies that are doing giveaways. We're going to list the ones that are doing show specials, and many of them do show specials. So you can get a significant percentage off of your project.
Big time. The website's novihomeshow.com.
novihomeshow.com.
So you can go on there. Now, what about parking?
Well, parking, there's ample parking, right?
Lots.
It's the ribbon collection, right? But there is a small fee.
Okay, so that's not a problem. So we have tickets to give away.
Yep.
Why don't we announce it right now? 248-539-9797. Give us a call. We've got tickets, 10 4-packs. So we're just going to give them to the first 10 callers.
Great.
248-539-9797. We're giving away 10 4-packs. And we, again, we want you to come to the show and enjoy yourself. So what other options? Is there like always arts and crafts too?
We do have a marketplace that has those, the small businesses, that kind of thing. We do have a marketplace, but we also have Humble Design is going to come with a pop-up store.
Oh, I love that.
Really cool for them. They're a local nonprofit in this area, and they've got furniture and accessories. They're going to bring mostly accessories, I think. So cash and carry, which will be great, and it supports the Humble Design mission.
Yeah, we definitely need to help them.
We do. We've got lots of really great speakers coming to our stage. Chat's Cleaning, Mary Liz Curtin from Leon and Lulu, which is an awesome store in Clawson. I love Mary Liz.
She's There's a restaurant coming up there as well. We're going to take a quick, let's take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about more of the vendors.
Great.
How to plan yourself for there, how much time should you budget, and all the great stuff about that. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. We'll be right back. Perfect time to hire it done. Good morning, everyone. My name's Adam Helfman. Hire It Done is live. This is the home improvement radio show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. It's not a do-it-yourself show, but you all know I'm not anti-do-it-yourself. I'm just pro do-it-for-me. And we have rain in the forecast. If you're on your way to tailgate, give me a text, 97136, if you're on your way to tailgating. I'll give you a shout-out. You think Michigan's going to win at Rutgers today? I don't think they're going to cover. But who knows? We'll see. Anyways, what you don't know can hurt you. That's my motto, right? Hire It Done wouldn't exist if do-it-yourselfers could do everything themselves. You see, I can't do anything myself. I'm from the neck down worth minimum wage. Yeah, that's right. I told you, from the neck down, I'm worth minimum wage. What's the problem? From the chin up, 7 figures. But here's my deal. I've learned my whole life about home improvement. I was raised in the industry. I'm a 4th-generation contractor. So I've done it all. And now I'm sharing the information with you, the homeowner. So when you are going to hire a contractor, take my advice. Figure out how we can help each other. Because we wanted you to have a hassle-free home improvement. Homeowners have 2 fears. You know the 2 fears are being ripped off and overpaying. Well, let's not rip you off and let's not overpay. Let's do it right. But before I get into all that, and by the way, we have Jeff Schloining coming on later from EverDry Waterproofing, and he's one of our pre-screened waterproofers. He's a good guy. We're going to talk about, preventing water in your basement. And then there's a home show coming up. I've got home show tickets to give away. So we got some 4-packs, and we're going to announce that in a little bit. So get ready to call because we're going to give you tickets. Yeah, the tickets are expensive, so these are worth it for sure. But anyways, I've got some home hacks I want to share with you. This week's hacks are for everyone who's gone off to live in a college dorm in the fall. And of course, maybe you're driving back to see your family this week, or maybe parents driving out to MSU or Eastern Michigan or U of M or wherever. Maybe not. U of M's in Rutgers. I don't know, whatever. But living in a dorm room typically means you don't have access to a full kitchen. And eventually you're going to need to prepare a quick meal for studying. With Uber Eats and DoorDash and all the stuff around there, I think, hey, who needs to eat in their dorm room? Have it delivered. In fact, my son, who's in college, he is in Germany right now. And he texted me. He's like, Dad, they have Uber Eats out here. I'm like, yeah, do it. So he used my credit card. Of course, it got declined because it's like foreign, it's like another country. Oh, no. So I'm like, Max, you got the euros. Just use them. So anyways, I just think that's funny. I got a son in Germany right now. Calls me this morning on my way to the radio station. He's like, it's noon. I'm like, awesome. Anyways, Here's the dorm cooking home hacks. So this Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We're talking about the Novi Home Show. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got Elizabeth Weiss. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Good. She coordinates that for the home show, and it starts on Friday at 3?
Starts Friday at 2.
Oh, 2. 2 to 8.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday 10 to 8, Sunday 10 to 5.
Okay, perfect. And if you want to get tickets, go to novihomeshow.com. You can buy them right there.
Yep, you can. But you can also get coupons. You can get buy one, get one free coupons on our social media pages and Instagram and Facebook. You can find coupons in the Detroit newspaper's Homestyle, Save On publications. And you can also get discount coupons at Metro Detroit Dunkin' locations and Great Lakes Ice.
Okay, so you said Dunkin'. I'm a Dunkin' fan. And you guys have the Dunkin' Donuts.
In the October show, we don't have them as displays, but we do have coffee for you in the exhibitor lounge. They do provide coffee for that, but they are in the January and April shows.
I always look forward to that. Like, I'm the guy who goes there and wants the hand-dipped chocolates. I want the
jerky.
Yeah, the bacon, a pound of bacon from the guy. That guy does really well there.
He does really well there.
I love that.
Yeah.
But this year I'm actually working the show. So don't forget, Hire It Done will be there. We'll be answering all your home improvement questions. And, of course, if you want to plan properly, a lot of times people just go to kick the tires and they're bored and they want to get out of the house. But if you're really thinking of remodeling, the value of this show is huge. There's, let's talk about how to plan properly.
Oh, gosh. I mean, even if you're just dreaming of a project in your house, take the measurements, take some photographs. Bring them with you, graph it out, right? And then when you're walking around and you're talking to these vendors, you can actually show them the space and say, okay, well, what do you think about this? Well, what if we move this here? And if you show them the photographs, they can give you some tips and, start you on that path. Absolutely.
Free advice.
Oh, free advice. Yep.
So, and here's the best part. Homeowners, from my own perspective and my own experience, when they're thinking of remodeling, the first thing you got to do is, okay, we're thinking of a kitchen or we're thinking of a roof. Mm-hmm. You call up the company and they come to your house.
Right.
Right. So that whole factor of someone's coming over means you might have to buy something. I hate to say that, but that's the anxiety people have.
Right.
But that's reality.
Right.
When you go to the home show, it's neutral territory. It's like Switzerland.
Right.
So you're there. You can talk to the guy. You can say to him, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing. Here's where we live.
Right.
And then if the guy says, oh, my God, this is great, blah, 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 you can then invite him to your home.
Right.
Or you can say, let me have your card and I'll call you when I'm ready.
Right.
That's it. It ends there.
It does. And the best part is you also then, so you're planning this great remodeling project, right?
Right.
It costs money.
Yeah.
So now then you have to think about financing. True. So not only do you can talk to the vendors about what they offer for financing, but we also have other financial companies that are in the show. So you can walk up to their booth and say, you know what, this is what we're planning. How can you help me?
Smart.
So it's more than just it's the whole project, right? Who's going to do it? And how are we going to pay for it?
That's the best part. So most people think of remodeling. They don't think of financing right away. Mm-hmm. It's smart that you brought that up because, Hire It Done, we pre-screen contractors. And one of the questions in the pre-screening is, do you offer financing? Mm-hmm. And if they don't, we say, why? Because a lot of times they're missing business.
Right.
And it doesn't make any sense to not have a relationship with a credit union,
oh, absolutely,
a local bank, or the online financial companies that actually specialize in home improvement financing. Wells Fargo, Green Sky. There's a lot of them that, Synchrony, they actually focus on contractor financing. Mm-hmm. So I recently met with a contractor and he says, yeah, we just have this app We take a picture of the homeowner's driver's license. They fill in 3 things, and they hit send on the app. And instantly, like in 3 minutes, they get an approval. Email them the paperwork. They can digitally sign it. They don't even have to print anything.
That's amazing.
And they can have their new furnace, their new roof, their new kitchen financed for whatever it is. Done.
Boom. Yeah.
That's technology.
That is technology. That's really leveraging it.
Also, so if someone's coming to the show, you want to plan on spending some time there, especially if you really want to do a deep dive. There are some seminars.
There's lots of seminars.
Educational ones, of course.
Yes.
So let's talk about a few of those.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we've got our great friends from Chet's Cleaning. They're going to come and talk to you about, is your home really clean? How often should you vacuum? What should you be looking for? How do you clean your certain fabrics? That kind of thing. They're brilliant. I think I mentioned Mary Liz Curtin from Leanna Lulu is going to come.
Sure.
She's going to talk about home trends and that kind of thing. If you want to be decorating your home, Sarah Macklem from the Yellow Cape Cod is going to come. She was just a judge in our design challenge. Great lady. We also have Lisa Crawford, who's the director of Humble Design, is going to talk about design tips as well.
Wow.
So My Local Pros is going to be on there. You can pick their brains too.
Good guys.
So, yeah. So all sorts of stuff, and they rotate on the stage so that there's always going to be. And then,
I have an idea.
What's that?
For next year.
Let's hear it.
How about the seminar that I do? It's called How to Find a Contractor You Can Trust.
Ooh, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, and it's just questions and answers.
Sure.
What to ask, what they don't want you to ask.
What they don't want you to ask.
Well, why not?
Sure.
Here's the 3 questions you should ask every contractor, and then here's the 3 they don't want you to ask. But you know what? As the homeowner, you need to be protected.
For sure.
Homeowners have 2 fears in home improvement. One, they don't want to get ripped off. They have the fear of getting ripped off. And you and I both know we hear that all the time.
Sure.
The other fear is that they're overpaying. What you don't know can hurt you, though. Here's the thing. You don't know how much a furnace is. Is it $79 a month? Is it $7,900? What is it? Well, if it's installed properly, and you've had a fair price, that's all that matters.
Right.
Satisfaction. However, you got to be educated. You got to get the information. That's why the home show is so good to go to. That's why I recommend it. Anyone who's thinking of remodeling, or just if you're bored, go visit the home show.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And plan to spend some time. Plan to spend a couple hours, even a little bit more if you're bringing your kids. Like I said, there's tons of stuff for them to do. And the beautiful thing about the October show is that we are partnered with the Michigan Manufactured Housing Association. So you can tour these beautiful 5 manufactured homes with wonderful living areas and huge master bath, luxurious homes, just really beautiful. The manufactured home is not what it used to be. When I go in these every year, I'm just blown away by what's inside. They're just regular, custom homes, but they're on wheels.
I'm going to be honest with you. I love those homes.
They're awesome.
I want, and you know what? I'm infatuated with tiny homes.
Oh yeah, we may have one in January.
I want one of those for my backyard. I want to stick one like behind my garage and just have it as like an outpost. I think they're great. And you just roll them in.
The annex, that would be your annex.
Right? It'll be my thought studio.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, I do. We are hoping to have one in January.
I wonder if you have to get like a permit to put one in your backyard. I bet you do. I'm going to go there. But I like walking through those because you know what? Manufactured housing done properly is the way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Literally.
Right.
You're built in a controlled environment. And that means there's no rain, there's no snow, no rotting, no wood, no mold.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, this is why. So you do get a little bit of a better quality.
Right. And the interiors are so luxurious. They're just beautiful.
Yeah,
wide and
nice.
open spaces. It's just absolutely not what what the natural
what
you
the
think
thinking,
it would be.
yeah,
right.
What people think and the reality are 2 different things. That's another
absolutely.
reason. Now, are you going to have exercise equipment and spa stuff too, or
We do have spas. We do have exercise equipment. We've got windows. We have doors. We have siding. We have gutters.
I love it. Every time I go there, I always want to get a jacuzzi. I love those things because every year they get new one. A big screen TV pops out up in the middle,
Right.
LED lights, bubbles,
The waterfall.
Right, I'm like, geez, oh man,
What else
these are
can they
great.
pack in there? Right.
Right? Is there a Instapot coming out of the side? I just love it.
Right.
Anyways, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 11th, 12th, 13th.
Yep.
Novi Home Show.
NoviHomeshow.com.
NoviHomeshow.com.
Yep.
Thanks for coming on.
My pleasure. Thanks.
I really appreciate it. Good information.
Thanks.
All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to have 3 rooms for $89 for carpet cleaning by a professional. Is that even possible? How about I got a better deal than that? Keep it locked in. I'm Adam Helfman, and I'm smiling at the camera for Barry Bean. This is Higher Time. We'll be right back. Good morning. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Did you know finished basements are more popular than they've ever been? It's like the last frontier. The garage and the basement. It's the last frontier of your house. It's not hard to see why, though. Today, finished basements are more like they're more like another level of a home dedicated to entertainment and relaxation. So should we call it a finished basement or should we call it a lower level? I'm thinking lower level. Innovations like walkout doors, built-in entertainment centers, wine cellars, built-in, combining all the built-ins, combining to make these spaces feel like they're not in some musty old basement. Speaking of musty, when you go to your basement this morning, it's one of the things I want you to do is go down there today because it rained. Take a deep breath and smell your basement right on the air. And that's easy. And good morning. Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We still have a couple more sets of the home show tickets. If you called and you didn't get through, give us a call, 248-539-9797. I've got a couple more sets to give away. Again, 248-539-9797. We got a couple more 4-packs, so give us a call if you want to go take your kids, take your family, you're thinking of remodeling. Go to the home show. It's next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. NoviHomeshow.com is the website URL. There's discount coupons as well. But joining me now in the Hired Done radio show is Jeff Stiefel from Night Owl Express Carpet Cleaning. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Adam. How you doing?
I'm awesome, my friend. I'm awesome.
Good.
So thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell everybody, because it's your first time on the radio show, tell the listening audience about Night Owl Express, where you are, where you're located, how long you've been in business, things like that.
Well, Night Owl Express, this is actually our 40th anniversary. We were established in 1979, and we are located at 16 in Gratiot, which is Big Beaver, Metropolitan, whatever you want to call it, 16 Mile Road.
Corton.
In Clinton Township. And, we do carpet, obviously tile upholstery, and water restoration.
Perfect. So, the majority of your business is carpet cleaning.
Correct.
Yep. So let's get right into the bit of carpet cleaning. People, they get this Dyson vacuum, they get the Shark vacuum, and they're thinking, wow, man, it's hard to push it across because it's sucking so hard.
Yeah.
But legitimately, that's just a surface cleaning. Am I right for saying that?
Correct, yeah.
So let's break it down. Professional carpet cleaning is not something you rent from like a big box store.
No, I mean those little machines that you get from Home Depot or wherever, they're great for maybe spot cleaning or touch-ups here and there, but when you're doing an overall deep cleaning, you're comparing. You can't compare. It might be a $300-400 machine compared to a $30,000-40,000 machine.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a big difference.
So we don't have to break it down technically, but your machine's coming from a truck mount. You guys come up in a van, or are they still vans? Or are they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. A lot of the companies out there are using the high top vans now instead of the lower vans, but or the standard vans, but it's a mounted system.
Is that more powerful? Is that what it is?
Yeah, definitely. The suction and then the heat is just again night and day to a machine that you're
renting or you have your home.
Exactly.
So can you lift a bowling ball with those machines?
Yeah, definitely. If you have the right setup on it, sure, of course.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. I knew that. I think that's funny. So if someone's thinking, the benefits of carpet cleaning, is this a once a month, once a year?
Typically, obviously, it's every home and their situation, their lifestyle is different. Kids and pets and even us adults, depending on our situation and what we do. Everybody is different, but general rule is you should get it done at least once a year.
What about traffic patterns? Is that like, walking in from the garage, the hallway, going in from the front door, the back door, you can always see where the high traffic patterns are.
Yeah, of course. Carpet, in those areas, hallways, like you said, in foyers, if you have it there, it's going to wear out a lot faster because of the dirt and dust and everything that gets in there. It's basically acting like a sandpaper to your carpet fibers, and it wears it out a lot faster. So you really want to get it out. You don't want to leave that in there for years and years.
We're talking with Jeff Stiefel from Night Owl Express Carpet Cleaning. The website is nightowlexpresscarpetcleaning.com. Jeff, when a homeowner calls you guys to make an appointment, do you ask how old the carpet is at all, or is it?
That doesn't really affect it.
Okay.
But yeah, we asked a ton of questions like that.
Can you clean carpet that's like 40 years old? That's
Of course,
like,
yeah.
You can. Okay.
Of course.
I was afraid, like, sometimes you look at the carpet and you're like, oh man, we can't clean this. Or have you?
You'd be surprised. Like, again, like you said, 40-year-old carpet. Sometimes they actually clean up better than the brand new stuff
Especially
that's out
wool.
there. Yeah, it lasts forever. So some of the stuff was made better back then. So, but yeah,
Okay.
they clean up awesome still. It doesn't matter if it's 40 years old or 4 days old. It's you got to clean your carpet.
Well, that's the thing. It's part of home maintenance. It's the responsibility of home ownership,
Yeah.
and to get it done. Now, what if someone says, oh, I got a couch, I got some pillows. What about a mattress? Do you do all that too?
Yeah, of course. Same thing as far as carpet. Over time, people have no idea what gets through their sheets. You think you have sheets on you have a cover. All that doesn't matter. The oils and dust, it's unbelievable what gets on your mattress that you have no idea.
I read, like, people shed
Yeah, it's
every night, like a dollar bill size of skin and things that come off your body.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah, and
Is
sweating.
that gross?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ew. Right? I'm calling you over. I need you to, like, can you sanitize too? Is there like sanitizers and things like that? And
Yeah, there's different products we use. Obviously, the truck mount, the temperatures are usually
Is hot?
Yeah, we usually run them around 220, 225. So, it's a steam cleaning is what everybody knows it for. But really, it's just a super hot water extraction.
Okay, so the hot water agitates it, and then the suction pulls it all out with everything.
Yep.
Well, all you have to do, folks, is take a look at the what they sucked up afterwards. Did anyone ever ask, "Hey, I want to see what you sucked up"?
Every day, yeah. We don't, we're not allowed to dump in the streets or anything like
But you
that.
can show 'em.
But yeah, we can open it up and show them what's going on. We're allowed to dump in the grass is legal. So
Just to show them, like, here, Mrs. Jones, just so you want to know, in case you didn't think your carpets were dirty, here you go.
You can pop out a little and show them, like, it comes out black. When you think, even when you take your shoes off and you vacuum 5 times a week or whatever it might be, and you're just a super clean home, you'd be surprised what comes out of there.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the best part. It makes sense that, again, now, what about a homeowner on a regular? Do you have like a regular schedule for them? Like, is it once a quarter? What do you recommend? Does it depend on the traffic in the home?
Yeah, again, depending on the home and the person, but our general majority of our clients are usually 8 to 16 months, depending on their situation. Especially, it's fall now.
Yeah.
A ton of people want to get done before the holidays. Even Halloween or Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these.
Well, that's the whole point. The holidays are coming. You want to clean the carpets before your family comes over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You want to look good. You don't want to.
And then afterwards, too. After you just try it.
After you track on it and give us a call again. Yeah.
That's funny. So carpet cleaning doesn't have to be expensive, and this is one of the things I like about Night Owl Express. And by the way, you guys have done work for me. I've seen the work. So personally, for everyone out there, I'm not just saying this, you're not expensive.
No.
You're not cheap, but you're not expensive. And that's what I want to think. It's not like this $39, I don't understand how, I guess it's like the $99 window.
Yeah.
We'll get you in the house, but you guys actually have a real deal and it works.
Yeah, it's great. Right now we're running a special 3 rooms for $89. Again, we're not the cheapest guy on the block, and we're not the most expensive guy on the block, but we like to be right in the middle and to make it affordable for people, and we don't want to scare anybody away, but we also don't want to think we're $30 where people think they aren't getting a good job done.
So is it? I've got to make an assumption here, and you work with me on this one. 3 rooms for $89. So I got a 4-bedroom house. I want to get 3 of them clean. It's $89.
Yep.
Now you're there.
Yep.
You might as well do the 4th bedroom. You might as well do my living room. You might as well do my great room and the upstairs. And like I say, the 4 dirty words of home improvement. We might as well.
Yeah.
You might as well do this.
Yeah, it happens every day.
And I'm assuming that's what it is.
It happens every day when the guys are in the homes, and we go and they say, oh yeah, we only wanted 2 rooms, but then we get those 2 rooms cleaned. They're like, they see them and what
They're
we
like,
actually
"Oh,
did.
don't leave."
Yeah. They're like, well, do you have time if we can add this hall, or do you have time to add this room? And the more you do it, the cheaper it is. So it's not like, another 3 rooms is going to be $89. It's a lot cheaper. Each additional room or hallway, $20. So it's a lot. The more you do, the cheaper it is. Yeah.
So NightOwlExpressCarpetCleaning.com. The phone number, if someone wants to make an appointment, you have people answering the phones today?
Yeah.
586-792-4695.
Yep.
You can always go to Hire It Done and you can say, I want carpet cleaning, and we'll send it right to Jeff. So that's interesting. So how booked up are you? I know you're very popular, very busy because people are, I think one job gets you like 5 referrals and everyone's like, I just got a great deal. And then they see the work and even our feedback from people is like, yeah, these guys are rock stars.
Yeah. We, typically when we get a client that we do, they're usually a client for life. And we end up doing their family or their friends or whoever it might be. But as far as booking, we can usually get to you within a week, 5 days.
Okay, so within a week. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, typically we're pretty quick for the most part. We don't tell you, hey, we're a month out right now. It doesn't happen like that. We have a great base of clients. Again, because we've been around for 40 years, we have a great following of clients that stick with us. So,
do you have newsletters and emails you send them out?
Yeah,
it's time. Like you're getting your teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
It's time to get your teeth cleaned. Make the appointment.
Yep. If you follow our Facebook page, same thing. We send out updates every few days on what to do or what to know, tips and what you should know about your carpet and.
Perfect. That's what I'm going to ask you. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to talk about after the carpets are clean. What are some tips for homeowners? Should you vacuum your carpet one way, vacuum it another way, rake it? Things like that, and other like ketchup, wine, any advice. We're going to get some tips when we come back. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great Saturday morning. Got Jeff Schleining from Everdry of Michigan in studio. Welcome back, Jeff.
Good morning.
So it rained this morning, Jeff. We've had a really rainy year.
We have.
Do you track the inches? Did you ever do any of that tracking or any of that stuff?
I used to track it more so in the past, but it is what it is. As you get older, you just realize you can't mess with what you can't control, right?
You cannot. That's the truth. So homeowners know it rained last night, and they're listening to this and they're like, okay, maybe I do have water problems. Maybe I don't. Let's walk everyone through right now what homeowners can do to see if they have water issues in their basement before they call a professional.
Well, what I would like to say is we want to see if they have moisture issues, all right? Because you don't need to have water to have a problem. Water's kind of the last thing that comes in. So look for what we call signs of water, signs that tell us moisture's there. Obviously, you mentioned an odor. Take a big, deep breath. You want to do that again? There you go. Take it. If you smell something, it means something's happening. But look for dark spots on the walls, white powder, stains, mold, mildew, peeling paint, lifting floor tile, dark wood, dry rot.
What's white powder? That's the efflorescence, right?
Efflorescence, yeah.
What is that, a chemical reaction from the concrete,
yes,
brick?
Exactly. It just, it's the lime kind of extracting out or leaching out.
But it only leaches out if there's water.
Correct.
Okay, so that means there is. So what about if you have basement windows that are leaking? That can make it worse as well.
Oh, absolutely. Any moisture or water.
What happens when I see water at you got the basement wall. Sometimes it's a block wall, sometimes it's a port wall. And you got the concrete floor. Where the basement wall hits the concrete floor, that junction, sometimes water leaks through there. Is that a wall leak or a floor leak?
How do you know? It's like a thermos. How do you know whether to be hot or cold, right?
Yeah.
It's the cove. It's the seam. It's
the seam, right?
It's both. How about that?
Don't
31 years I've never been asked that question.
Seriously?
Yeah. Is it a wall or a floor problem? It's both, I would imagine.
Well, because you don't know.
Water takes the path of least resistance.
That's why we have a Grand Canyon.
That's okay. The footer's poured first. The wall's poured second.
Yep.
The floor's poured third. Concrete to concrete doesn't bond. All right. So that's a natural weak spot.
Concrete to concrete doesn't bond. That's
Doesn't bond.
That's a prolific statement.
Well, it doesn't.
It's true. Wow. The light bulb just went on with because that's the thing. Homeowners. Concrete doesn't bond. The floor, the wall, the footing. Three separate areas.
When you have the highway and you get a pothole, they don't fill it with concrete because it doesn't stick. It'll just pop right out like a ice cube out of an ice tray.
Saw cut the whole thing and they put
Yeah, right. So concrete to concrete doesn't bond. So where the wall, footer, and floor meet is the weakest point of the foundation. So water takes a path of least resistance,
and it comes right there.
There you go.
Oh boy, now I get it. So how do you? Okay, so now the homeowner's like, oh boy, I can see water. It's coming through. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We've got Jeff Stiefel from Night Owl Express Carpet Cleaning. The website's nightowlexpresscarpetcleaning.com. You want to call him, make an appointment. 3 rooms for $89. It's really cheap. 586-792-4695. So, Jeff, let me ask you a question. You came out, you did the carpet cleaning. Is there any maintenance, or what do you recommend the homeowner do? First thing I'm going to ask, I'm assuming, is how quick does it dry? Because it's, a couple hours, or what is it?
Again, with the truck mounted system, it's not like your typical, Home Depot rental type thing, but it's, you're usually 4 to 6 hours dry time. So if we clean it in the morning, usually later that evening, it's pretty dry and good to go. You can walk on it right away if you want. I mean, I don't recommend, walking with shoes and from outside, but, you can walk on it if you have to. It's not going to hurt it. You want to let it breathe. You're not going to put, a lot of people ask you, can you put some plastic down or some paper before we leave? Right. And I'm like, well, you got to let it breathe and dry.
I'm wondering, let me ask you a question. I love the smell of clean. Mm-hmm. To me, the smell of clean is, sometimes Lysol, sometimes Febreze, a scent. Do you guys have is there a scent or not?
Yeah, of course.
Can you add like orange or lemon?
You could. We have many different scents on each truck.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, can you do evergreen or mint?
Yeah. Typically, there's usually 5-6 different fragrances that we keep on the truck. Some customers like a good smell, and
I love that.
And it lasts a few days. It's not like your carpet's going to all of a sudden smell for the rest of its life, but it gives it a good feeling for the customer that it's clean and
sweet.
But yeah, it doesn't last forever, but it still is good for the customer. And
but I like that.
Yeah, some people like no smell.
When you guys come into the house, do you wear booties?
Yeah, of course. And that's, again, it also depends on the situation, but some customers, absolutely, we want booties no matter what, and we will do that. But you got to remember, we are cleaning the carpet from the very farthest point on our way out.
Yeah.
So we're not walking on the clean carpet with our shoes. But yeah, each situation is different, but generally they wear booties.
Now,
yes.
You'll move a couch?
Yeah, we'll move a couch.
You put them on the little blocks or what after you put it back? Is it?
Yeah, you don't want any bleeding with the stain on the wood legs, or if they're metal legs, you don't want any rust stains like that. So you got to get them off the floor.
Are there stains you can't get out?
Everything. That's why it's called a stain.
Right.
Yeah, figure it out. Stain is stay in. If you break it down, it stays in.
Whoa.
But yes, yeah.
I just learned something. Oh my God, that's great. That's great. Stain, stay in.
Yeah.
It stays in. Oh my God.
But we can get it clean. It'll be clean. There's certain things that, again, that people have tried to clean
Red
for years.
wine.
Yeah.
Blood.
And it comes out. But now let's just say you had a red wine stain and you're like, 14 years ago on New Year's Eve, we dropped some red wine. Well, you probably tried to clean 100 times, and the guys that cleaned before, it's kind of set at that point. But if it's something that happened, relatively, a week ago or something like that, we can take care of it. Yeah.
So what about like pet urine and?
Yep. Same thing with pet urine.
Is there like an enzyme? I know there's like chemicals you can use for that because sometimes it absorbs in or whatever.
Yep. We have a bunch of great products, even green friendly products. That
someone's worried about green, you guys can cover that as well.
Definitely, yeah. We have a great line of green products that we use. That again, people are always worried about. Oh, can my kid go on the? Can my pet go on the? Is that going to harm my pet? Or is it like we have customers? Is that going to kill my dog if I? Well, I don't think we'd be in the business if we were killing pets here and there. But it's we definitely use a lot of green friendly products.
That's important. You just don't know. That's the thing. So, in and out of the house, does it take a long time, or because depending on the size, you guys can get in and out.
Yeah, we're not there all day. It's not a rushed process, but it's also we don't want to be there all day. But if you're doing your whole house, say you have 3 bedrooms, a living room, and a hall, we're probably going to be there about 2 hours. By the time the guy gets set up, talks to the customer about the situation and what's going on, and cleaning and finishing up and taking care of everything, they're probably there about 2 hours.
Okay, so when the homeowner is there, does your guys, I just say, here, go in, here's my credit card, get it done. But I'm assuming there's people there over your guy's shoulder sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they are, and that's perfectly fine. You can be right behind our guy the whole time if you want.
You missed a corner.
Yeah, it definitely, there are customers like that, but we're all for it because we know our guys are going to do a good job. So we encourage people to check everything out while we're cleaning.
Have you ever gone into a hoarder's house?
Many times. So,
do they expect you to move all the boxes, or are you just doing the walkway to the lazy boy?
Yeah, they have a little path that goes through the house.
You just want the path cleaned?
And that's great. We'll do that too. Whatever you want us to do.
But do you charge them for a room? What do you do?
Yeah, you got to charge for an area,
Okay.
So some people, if you have a 20 by 20 room, that's an area, or you have a 10 by 10 room, that's an area. You can't say, well, I got a small room. Well, I got furniture in here, so can you charge me for half a room?
No.
Yeah, it's just an area,
Okay, that's a better way to look at it. So you do go to hoarders? We
do. We could sit here for hours and talk about situations.
For the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
We have the podcast homeowner from hell.
Yeah, we have many stories. Yeah,
I want a great one.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Keep it in the back of your mind.
Maybe you don't want some of the stories, but yeah,
for the podcast we can get crazy.
Yeah.
For radio we got to keep it PG.
I gotcha.
But we can go total off the. We can go off the cliff.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, no, I want to. Kidding me? So typically now. Here's one of the things. I'm OCD, right? Mm-hmm. You cleaned some hoarder's house before you got to my house.
No, again. Yeah, go ahead. I see where it's going.
So I'm completely freaking out that the schmutz and the skuts that came from the house in wherever. Mm-hmm. Now you're in my house, and the guy shows up smiling. I obviously fresh booties.
Yeah.
But that wand, that head or whatever.
Yep.
Tell me what, is there you're not sharing toothbrushes.
Yeah, no, exactly. So after every job, the guys will clean off and sanitize their wand. Again, we have water that's 230 degrees. It
kills all the bacteria.
Yeah, exactly. So they're cleaning off
no
nice.
Mites or something.
No, so we're not bringing anything to everybody else's house. So there's
no little curly Q hairs or anything.
No,
like that.
It's a myth type thing that people are worried about, like yourself. You're OCD, so you're thinking about these things, which is good. You should be.
Well, that's the whole point. Mm-hmm. When I heard that there's all this human schmutz that falls off your body and it's on your mattress and your thing, I'm thinking, oh my God, I gotta get my mattress clean.
Yeah.
I'm breathing that in at night, so I'm getting all crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what about the area rugs? Is that something you guys clean?
Yeah. So area rugs at home, we can do a topical cleaning. It's not going to be the greatest, cleaning, but we do bring them back to our shop and we clean them in house. And then we get them dry, we get them nice and fresh, and bring them back to you. Where we can clean the entire rug while we're soaking the rug. We're getting it dry completely, and we're not leaving a wet rug on your wood floor or something like that. We can do a topical cleaning, but it's just not a great cleaning. Like if we were to bring it back to the shop and do it.
Makes sense, and I understand that. So basically, 3 rooms for $89 is such a good deal.
Yeah, I can't beat it right now. I think it's a great deal.
Yeah, I love that deal. So, all right. So, 586-792-4695 is the number. Night Owl Express Carpet Cleaning. Jeff Stiefel's the owner. The website, nightowlexpresscarpetcleaning.com. My question to you is, you also said you do some floods. So, if someone, get a bad rain in the basement floods, you guys can come out there and suck it up easily, get it done real quick?
Yep, we're a certified IICRC firm.
So, you can identify the different types of water.
Yeah, of course. And a lot of our situations, our customers, because of our longevity in the business, and we've been around so long, a lot of the customers know we do it. We're not out there pushing it, and we don't advertise like crazy for it. But everybody knows we do it. Everybody that knows us knows we take care of the situation. So it's a great to once in a while, especially when you get a heavy rain, to go check that sump pump and make sure everything is good. You're not having a backup. It could be down there. Everybody doesn't go in their basement every day, so. you could have water down there 2-3 days before you even know what's going on.
Well, I don't go in my basement every day, so
Yeah,
I know.
yep.
So what if there's like residue from water and it's got a little bit of dirt? You guys can clean up off the concrete. You can clean all that up, right?
Yeah, of course. We're, like I said, we're a certified firm for water restoration. So from A to Z, we're doing the project.
I love that. I love that. So business is good. You guys have been in business 40 years. You got what do you got? How many? What kind of crew size? Do you
We have 6 crews that go out
every day.
We stay pretty busy. Again, because we've been around.
And you
a long
service
time.
Metro Detroit.
We service all of Southeast Michigan, basically.
Okay, good.
We go, depending on the situation, but we go as far as Howell. We go to Port Huron. We're downriver. We're into Grosse Points. We're in Detroit. We go everywhere. Yep.
Good, man.
Yeah, it's wherever the business is, and that's where we go.
You'll have, if someone has a commercial building, you can do that. And will you work in the evenings?
Of course,
So you guys will accommodate anyone. Night Owl Express.
Exactly? Yeah, we're out working at night. We do a lot of restaurants at night. When they close up, because they got to have a drive-by morning, so you can't clean in the morning.
So you'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
wow.
I was actually, we had a guy call in last week, so I was out there at midnight, cleaning until 3 in the morning.
So you did it.
Restaurants, yeah. We
my God,
we
that's
make it
great.
happen.
Well, it's the end of the show.
Yeah, awesome.
Unbelievable. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Great
it.
interview.
Yeah.
We'll have you on again.
Cool.
3 rooms, $89. Just go to hireitdone.com. We got you covered. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening. Hire It Done Radio Network.